Your Excellency, if I was asked to define three important assignments for an ambassador, I will cluster them as, I will put them as trade, diplomacy, and labor migration. Why would I say that? You know, our country, our people are agile, they are hardworking, and they produce a lot. But the biggest challenge we have in our country is we are not able to look for and source for markets. We have so much that we can deal and export and sell outside Kenya. Yesterday, only yesterday, we signed a very important document, a landmark document, EPA, a European Partnership Agreement. This opens up Kenya to 27 European countries, the only country in Africa. So we have a huge potential. We have a huge potential. The whole Europe has recognized our country as a source of materials to the countries. And therefore, my brothers and sisters, you have a singular opportunity. The foundation has been laid. You have been set out to deliver that market. 27 European countries. And if we conquer Europe, there is no nation we cannot conquer in the world. If we can deliver to Europe, we can deliver to America, we can deliver to China. So what does that mean? I want to request you, my brother Mutea Iringo, now our Mira problem should be sorted. So if today now you move on, we have coffee, we have been dealing with His Excellency the Deputy President. We are now on a mission to grow production to 200,000 metric tons. We've been having challenges in selling our coffee. We've been struggling with we are making reforms, but without an external market, we have a problem. So, colleagues and our ambassadors, you have that mission. Kuuza bidhaa ya Wakenya. When we cluster all those value chains, you know what we have prioritized. We have fish, artisanal mining, artisanal fishing. We have all these tea, coffee, dairy, hides and skin, beef. Those are the priority value chains. But that doesn't close out any other thing that you may find outside the country. So I think that on trade and MSMEs, and you know Kenya is an MSME republic. So I am available and ready, and my ministry is ready to work with you. Identify, we will work out here at home to consolidate the production, to aggregate the producers so that we can serve that market. Once we know, then we work backwards. We give ourselves 1 year, 2 years, we should be able to serve that market. EAC market, EU market, Africa Continental Free Trade. Those who are going to the rest of Africa, you know they import their flowers from Kenya through Europe. You know they buy their meat from South Africa. We have a lot of meat here. The northern Kenya, if we have to open the whole of northern Kenya, they can only do pastoralism, improve through feedlots, and we can be the leading African exporter of meat. We can group them into cooperatives. That is your mission. That is what I think you should be able to deliver. Now,
this team has had, Your Excellency, an opportunity to go through a very rigorous training. It started on the 14th of November and ended on the 7th of December. During this training, Your Excellency, they were able to acquaint themselves with the geopolitics and the intricacies of the diplomatic world. This training, Your Excellency, had specific objectives that were followed. This included enhancement of the ambassadors' understanding of their country, the main product which they are supposed to promote out there. Secondly, Your Excellency, they had we facilitated the ambassadors with the appreciation of the global dynamics and to situate the interests of Kenya in that global dynamic. At the same time, Your Excellency, the ambassadors here were given an opportunity to appreciate their role and their responsibilities in their missions. Finally, The fourth theme was to develop the spirit, the core among them and between the ambassadors and the senior officers of the ministry. Basically to create that camaraderie so that as they serve us out there, they are able to relate properly with the community at headquarters. This, Your Excellency, had the following themes: understanding our country and the Kenyan foreign policy, understanding Kenya's operating environment, and the management and administration of the diplomatic missions. Finally, we had several excursions, Your Excellency, which took us to Konza City, to Kenya Airways, to VegPro, a packaging company at the airport, and also to the UNON office, the United Nations office in Nairobi. Further, we had many opportunities in the evenings to sit down, discuss, and go through the various challenges and experiences that are found out there. They also had an opportunity to interact between those that have been trained through the rank and file of the Foreign Service and those that were joining the service for the first time. We also had many experts come in from different parts of the government, the private sector, and speak to them. All in all, Your Excellency, I would say that this team is ready to serve. They are ready to go out there and represent. Having been an ambassador and a foreign service officer for over 20 years, I can say, Your Excellency, they are prepared. They are ready to go out there and serve. Finally, Your Excellency, I would also say that the relationship, the spirit, the core that has been instilled in these officers has been unlike any other. Before now, we did not have an opportunity to really take this much time and create an environment of oneness. I believe as they go out there, they will continue working as one, helping each other, understanding what is going on, what is happening, and at the same time, being able to touch base with headquarters so that service for the country may be that much better.
The reality of tourism is this. Kenya is doing poorly in tourism numbers. Kenya should be recording realistically with what we have, God has given us, 70, 80 million tourists coming to our country. But that's the trajectory we're going to. When people say we want to hit 2 million mark, 2 million is nothing in those. So we'll be counting on you in terms of really working with us together to get the tourist numbers.
When you create an image, as Dr. Alfred Mutua said, and my colleague, vile unauza nchi yako, ndio tutakuwa. Ukienda ukisema nchi yetu unajua tuko na shida, COVID imetumaliza, mvua imetuvuruka, sisi hata sijui tutakuwa namna gani, hiyo uchaguzi karibu tukwishe, ni Mungu tu alitusaidia. What image are you painting of Kenya? Ukisema hata sijui nilisikia nini, unaona magazeti, hata wewe unaanza kufuata mambo ya magazeti. Your mission is, baba yangu na mama yangu, they are the best. I have no other mother, I have no other father. Who is this man who will talk bad about his mother? How can you talk about, you have no other mother? Kama ni ako anatembea uji, tafutia yeye nguo. Kama hajakula, tafutia yeye chakula. Kama ni hajavaa vizuri, umpeleke kwa fashion shop. Mtengeneze, arembeke, akae mzuri, akue mama yako wa heshima. Na wewe utaheshimika, na sisi tutaheshimika, na nchi yetu itakuwa nchi ya kujivunia. Asanteni sana, na watakia heri. Thank you very much. We have defined ourselves as a hustler nation. Who is a hustler? A hustler is a hard-working Kenyan who yearns for a better life. A Kenyan who wakes up early in the morning, fends for himself, look for ways of feeding his family. Now, those Kenyans, if we don't organize them through external markets, putting them together through the ministry, and you organizing those markets, those Kenyans will remain hustlers forever. Our mission is to transition at least 5 million hustlers of 16 million hustlers to formal life, where they can pay NHIF, they can pay NSSF, they can pay their medical bills, they can live a better life. That can only be done because Kenyans are hardworking. They just need to be supported. I served as Minister for Labor and Social Protection. And Your Excellency, it was a very tough moment, but we still delivered something. When I joined that ministry, we were receiving 1.8 billion US dollars. We, through bilateral labor agreements we signed with Australia, we worked out on Canada. I went to Britain, we signed nurses. We got 20,000 nurses to be exported to Britain. And the training of our nurses is similar to the training of nurses in Australia, in America, and Britain. They follow the same curriculum. You pick a nurse from Kenya, put him in a hospital in UK, he will do exactly what a nurse in UK will do because they follow the same procedure. That gives us an opportunity to export our medical workers, our MTCs. What we agreed with Britain, they gave us money to support Kenyatta University Hospital and Kisii Hospital so that the brain drain that was going to happen is covered by extra training in the country. So our mission is, we produce 1.2 million graduates yearly. Out of that, 800,000 are absorbed by our economy. So it means we have 400 Kenyans who have no jobs. We now need to work out on positioning those Kenyans in those countries.